Hi and welcome back to a boat called Wanda. So here we are, this is my new place, or Wanda's new place, and there she is. So we've made the move and came down here a couple of weeks ago. Made a bit of a mistake. I didn't really have time to batten down the hatches and waterproof Wanda. So when I first came here, and had been here a week, there'd been a lot of rain, some pretty serious rain, and of course the entire bilge was full of water because I hadn't had a chance to seal up anything, so everything just came down here and drained out halfway. So it's kind of like you know, revisiting that nightmare of having water all through the boat. But fortunately this time it didn't go above here, so it didn't get up, you know, into the floor level. Water stayed in the bilge, and because it's fresh water, rainwater, I don't think it's really going to penetrate and saturate that laminate that dried out. So I'll come back in a couple of weeks with the moisture meter and take a reading, but you know, I'm pretty sure it's okay. It's just disappointing that I didn't have the time to do everything properly. But I have got quite a decent sturdy canopy over until I can get all the hatches down and the deck hardware in to make her waterproof again. One thing that I do want to show you, because I forgot to sort of recap on last time, is this part here. You might remember I was saying that the rudder wasn't swinging well, that it wasn't aligned, so I dropped the rudder stock down here and I recentered this and I relaminated it, or not laminated, I reset it in here with thickened epoxy, and then I did a dry run, put the rudder down, and you know, it swung really well, so much more freer. So the entire problem with this rudder was this was reset by somebody, and when they put it back they didn't do this, so it was never aligned and it was always sort of fighting against itself. So what I'm waiting for now is just I'm getting one Delrin spacer made up for this, and then I can, if I can find somebody around here, because I'm missing Rob to help me lift it, I can put the rudder back, and that's it. There's nothing more to do for that rudder. It's completely fixed and swinging nicely. So got to work fast. The first thing I need to do is get some sort of workspace happening. Okay, so here we are up on deck. This is my tent. What I've done is used, I don't know if you can see under here, these blocks that I use to sit over these hatchways and hold the mast. I've just used that as the apex of this frame, and it's good. It keeps it keeps all the water out, and obviously the water drains down the deck, and I've got the scuppers in temporarily. Yeah, so here we are. This is where I'll spend most of my time now. Inside I've got some thin acrylic, and it's probably about 4 mils. I've just put some sort of door foam around it to seal it in, and I've got these in all the port lights, so that's fine. That'll keep the water out. I've got a bit of work to do on the port lights before I can get them back in. So that's made it nice. It's letting a bit of light in. And then back here, I've just got this cover here. The old bilge, which was full of water again. Let me take this cover off, and then should be a bit more light in. It's quite muggy in here actually. So this is the cockpit area, and nice and waterproof with this tent going on. So really I need to start thinking, or I need to start doing all of this area so I can get the tent off and then get my canopy on. I need to get some like little post-it notes with all the jobs to focus me, otherwise I'm just going to get lost here. Okay, the first thing I want to do is these glove boxes, or whatever they're called, are just sitting in there with a bit of butyl tape, and so I want to mount these properly, so I'm going to take them out of the butyl tape, and I need to do some work to those. Right, so one thing I'm not a massive fan of is there's quite a groove here, because obviously when they lay this up, this is a round edge, you can't sort of make square edges with laminating, but it's quite deep, and so what they've done before is they've sort of filled it up with silicone. When this goes into the that cutout, there's only this kind of thin lip on the edge here that makes contact with it. So if I want to put butyl tape, it's really just going to be kind of like making contact on this one little place. So I can actually see around here what they've done is they filled this in, and that gives you a greater surface area to get a nice piece of butyl tape on. And that's what I want to do with all of these. So I'm just going to get rid of all the old silicone and gunk that's in these channels, and then I'm going to put some nice thickened epoxy and skim around and flatten it off to get just a better contact into those cutouts. Okay, so let's see which is the tool that will work the best at this. Works quite well. Right, I shall have to work fast because I'm using fast hardener, even though it's kind of warmish. But anyway, let's get this on quickly. Lovely thick goop that it is. It actually needs, oh yeah, I need to have a lot more. This is going to just not go very far, unfortunately. I've just put some blue tape over the holes because I don't want the material to go through the holes and then come out on the lovely, spray painted finish. This is nowhere near enough mixture. Careful that I get the right angle because I don't want to make it too proud. Well, believe it or not, that's it for this update. Sorry it's been really quick, and probably been here about 6-7 hours. It takes a while to get into the swing of things. But anyway, I thought it's better just to keep on doing small updates each week. So I've got that thickened epoxy drying. Next Saturday I'll come down here and I'll probably sound that back a little bit and test it out, see if they fit in there nice and flush. I also need to get some Dremel pieces, and I want to remove all the material around the holes that I've got in the deck for the fuel and water fittings and things like that. I've also got a new tool to uncover next time to show you. I bought a grinder with some polishing wheels on it because I'm going to take my fillers and try and restore them, sand back all the rough spots and get some polish onto them and try and make them as good as new, because I'm not going to replace them. My philosophy now is just to try and reuse rather than replace. I went a bit crazy to start with. I was just going to replace absolutely everything, whereas now I want to reuse because I just like the philosophy of refurbishing or reconditioning stuff rather than throwing it out and buying everything new. Anyways, that's it for today, and I will see you next week. So thanks for watching, and see you then.